Hello YouTube. Today I'm going to show you my all-in-one PC that I made from scrap parts. The screen is a BenQ screen, model number G2250, and it's a DVI and VGA monitor. On the side I got the audio. It's Logitech speakers with a headphone jack and auxiliary port, and if I twist, I raise the volume, and if I twist them back, I lower the sound. And if I use the auxiliary port, it will override the sound, and you use a 3.5 millimeter cable. So you can use, like, if you plug in your phone and just run the sound from your mobile phone, and it will mute the PC sound. And as soon as you pull the plug out, it will go back to the PC. Right now I'm running a 1080p nature video in Internet Explorer, and also medieval music in 720p, and it runs really good. And on the other side we have another speaker, and on the back side we got the whole PC itself. So the speakers are attached on the back of the PC, and this is a compute stick with an additional cooling fan. If I don't have the cooling fan, the system will barely run for a 4K video without starting to crash or get very slow after like 5 minutes. But with the fan I get additional performance for the system, so I can run, as you see, 2 videos at the same time, as well as multitasking, and I can even push it with like 4K video, the one for 1440p, or was the format is on YouTube. It's not 4K by itself, but it's like a higher quality video. So yeah, I really recommend, if you have these compute sticks, that you run an additional fan, because otherwise the stick will get really slow and you might not be able to use it for much. So on the side we got power, so it's kind of messy, a lot of wires. And if we go down here, we have a special cable that converts the 12 volt to around 7.5, I think. So it's just a resistor that drop down, drop the voltage down. And as you can see, there are some wires. This is the power supply for the speakers, this is the power supply for the PC stick, this is the power supply for the fan, and this is the last one for the monitor itself. So quite a lot of adapters, but this was just like a fun project I made. So the speakers was scrap parts that I found, the monitor as well, the mouse was a donation, and the fan I bought for like 20 euros, and the PC stick I bought for 70 euros. So this, and it's connected with HDMI to a VGA, and with the 3.5 RCA to the speakers. So the HDMI adapter and the VGA adapter and the VGA female to male to female was about, I think, 2 euros. So this PC in a nutshell was like 100 euros or so PC. I thought it was simple and fun weekend project, so I thought I just took all the scrap parts that I had and made it in something useful. The PC itself runs Windows 8, and it's got 2 gigs of RAM, quad-core processor. Let's see what we can. See, we can see the system files. As you can see, it's an i-onik stick, 2 gigs of RAM, Intel Atom CPU, Z3735F. So it's a 1.33 gigahertz, and it's as I said, a quad-core processor. And I really like the Windows 8 interface. You can have this video over here, but at the same time you can have like a desktop and do all kinds of stuff. So this was my weekend project. I hope you can make something like this yourself, and if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them, and I will try to answer them as well as I can. And thank you for watching, and have a nice day.